Let's begin. Sitting comfortably, eyes closed. Let's bring all our awareness back inward to the body. Check and see if there's any pain, discomfort, tightness in any part of the body. See if you need to adjust your posture for that. Sitting as comfortably as we can, with the back straight, chin slightly tucked in so that the back of the neck also is stretching, but you're not leaning forward. And now check all the other parts to make sure you're relaxed, light, neither tense, clenched, overactive in any muscles, nor passive, heavy in any of the muscles. Observe your face and all the little muscles on the face. Release any tension in the facial muscles with a feeling that you're about to smile. Notice that activeness that comes in those tiny muscles across the face. Can you bring that same quality in your arms, in your legs, your buttocks, the back muscles, the front of your body, the belly, the chest? All parts of the body active, as if ready to move, but without any clenching, tightening anywhere. Now observe your breathing. Taking your attention to the nostrils. As you breathe in, you tell yourself, as I breathe in, I am aware that the breath is flowing in. As I breathe out, I am aware that the breath is flowing out. Stay with your breath awareness in this way. Constantly aware of whether the breath is flowing in or out of the body. Now mentally tell yourself, as I inhale, I am aware of the effects of my breathing on the body. As I exhale, I am aware of the effects of my breathing on the body. Continuing to observe your breathing, become aware of all the mental activity, the state of your mind. And again, tell yourself, as I inhale, I am aware of the effect on my mind. As I exhale, I am aware of the effect on my mind and all the mental activity. Feel the effect of your breathing on your mental activity, the state of your mind. Continue remaining aware of the breathing, the body, and the mind. And now tell yourself, as I inhale, I allow the body and mind to relax a little bit more. As I exhale, I allow the body and mind to relax a little bit more. Stay with that thought with every in-breath and out-breath. And today we'll try to stay with this awareness where you observe the breathing and use the breath to keep the body and mind as calm and relaxed as you can through all the practices. With that intention, let us chant 3 rounds of Omkara. You can hold your hands in a chin mudra or bring them in a namaste. Exhale. Take a relaxed, full breath in. Are you still aware of the breathing, feeling its effects on the body and mind? Now rub your palms together. And take the center of your palms to cup your eyes. Stay there for a few seconds. And gently blink your eyes open, looking into your palms. Right, let's start today's asana practice with the eyes. We usually don't do much with the eyes, the strengthening of the muscles around the eyes. So sitting with the back straight, without moving the head or the rest of the body, just moving the eyeballs up and down a few times. Notice what is happening with the muscles of the eyes, the little muscles around the eyes. Stay aware of the whole body and the breathing also in the background. And you can stop. Now move your eyeballs to the right and left. Only the eyes moving. Stay aware so that you're holding the rest of the body light and easy. No stiffness, no clenching. Sometimes in trying to move the eyes and not the head, there might be a little tightness coming in the neck. Observe that. And relax. You can just close your eyes for a bit. Now we make circles. So moving your eyes down, right, up, left, down, right. Continue. Keeping that transition as smooth in a circular movement. You can go for 5 rounds. Slow and easy. And then you can go in the opposite direction. Down, left, top, right. Do the 5 rounds in the opposite direction also. And then you can close your eyes for a bit. Next, we open the eyes wide and shut them tight a few times. Opening them as wide as possible, shutting them tight. And relax. You can rub your palms again, bringing that warmth, that energy between your palms. Cup your eyes now. See if you can cover the eyes so that no light is flowing through. Very gentle with how you're covering. And stay here for a few breaths. Remain aware of the rest of the body, the breathing. 3, 2, 1. Now slowly bring your hands down. You can continue to keep your eyes closed. Let's move to the other parts of the body, bringing movements in the neck now with neck rotation. So you can start with your chin down. Slowly start moving your chin as if you're drawing a circle. Breathing in as you go up the circle, breathing out as you come down from the other side. aware of your breathing and the rest of the body. See how smooth the circle is. See what muscles are creating resistance to that free movement. You can finish 3 rounds and then go in the opposite direction. Staying light and easy, enjoying the flow of your breath, enjoying the opening of the neck muscles. Every movement we do is bringing freedom in some way. So take your time to finish the 3 rotations. Freedom from knots, tightness, holding in the body, which also has a similar effect, and some part of the mind. Now let's move the circles again for the shoulders. So keeping your arms relaxed, just moving the shoulder joints in circles. You can go for 5 rounds and change the direction. Remain aware of even the legs, the rest of the body, aware of your breathing. Take your time to finish the 5 rounds. Let's move the elbows now. So open your arms out to the side. You can open your eyes also and take a look. Make a fist. Bring the fist close to the shoulder. Now we make circles for the elbow joint, as if you're drawing a circle with your fist. So you're moving the elbow joint. So the joint movement is coming here, the rotation. Five rounds, and then you can go in the reverse direction. And once you're done, you can stretch your arms to the front and make your wrist rotations. Let's try to bring that circular movement, the rotation of the different joints, reverse direction. And for the fingers, of course, we'll have to move them a certain way, maybe not in circles, but just opening, closing the fist. See how wide you can spread your fingers apart, clenching a little tight. And last round. Now relax your arms, placing your palms on your knees. Observe the body, the breathing. And now, let's bring some circles for the waist, the lower back. So we make a nice big circle with the head. Now remember, we will not move the neck in this. Keep the chin slightly tucked in. This part from the head to the lower back is going in a straight line as if you're drawing a circle, but the movement is coming in the lower back, the hip joints. You can breathe in as you go back, breathe out as you come forward. Your palms are on your knees, as if imagine you're drawing a circle with your head. You should feel the movement coming in the lower back and around the hips. Five rounds. And the same way you can go in the reverse direction for 5 rounds. Remain aware of all parts of the body. And remain aware that you're not moving the neck here. Because sometimes with the head, we just move the head, but there's not much movement coming in the lower back. Take your time to finish the 5 rounds. And then come back to the center. Some more circular movements. So for this, you can stretch your legs out in front. Two options. You can either stay on your elbows if that's comfortable for you. If it feels challenging, you lie down on your back, but we lift one leg and make a few circles. This is again working on the hip joint, but keeping you active in the leg muscles. So if you want, keep your elbows down, and if you can, make 5 circles and then 5 in the reverse. If it feels challenging, you can lie down and do the same thing. See what's comfortable for you. You can finish the 5 rounds, take a break if you need to, and go in the reverse direction. Finishing with both legs. Now remain aware of your chest, shoulders, all the other parts also. Don't let any part be passive. And then you go with the other leg. There's also a little bit of work happening in the core muscles here. 5 rounds. Stay light and active in the shoulders. The load will not fall on the elbows if you're propped on your elbows. Both directions. And once you're done, take your time. You can come back to a seated position. Sitting with your legs stretched out, you can take your hands behind for support. Observe how you're feeling through the body. The next one, the knee joints again, making rotation today. Bend your right leg, gently hold behind the thigh, and we'll try to draw circles with the foot. So you're getting a rotation in the knee joint. 5 rounds, and then reverse. Observe the knee joint. See if there's any restriction in drawing that circle, and relax. We do the same thing with the other leg. Going for 5 rounds. You're aware of your breathing and the rest of the body as well. And then reverse direction. Stay active in the torso, in your back muscles. And relax. Take a few moments. And then we move to the ankles, keeping the feet together, drawing circles for the ankles. You can keep your hands back for support if you think your back is rounding. And reverse. And relax. Move your toes a few times, crunching them, pulling them back. Relax. Now taking your legs to the back, you can come up to a standing position. We have moved the different joints. Now we'll try to get some active flow of energy with just one practice, the wood chopping. So we imagine that there is a big block of wood and you're holding an axe and you're chopping. We have done the seated version also before. Today we'll do the standing version. This practice is part of what is known as the Shakti Bandha series in one school of yoga, where basically it's releasing blockages in the flow of energy through the body. One of those practices is it's Kashta Takshanasana, which is wood chopping basically. So keep your knees soft and slightly bent through the practice, because then there's lesser chance of locking the knees back. It gives you the freedom in the legs. So what we'll do is when we breathe in and raise the arms, when we breathe out with a ha sound, ha, you just drop it. It's okay if your hands swing here for a bit and come back and breathing in. And with a powerful ha, you drop it down. So even if you have some frustration, anything else mental also you want to release, this is a good cathartic practice. So let's go for a few rounds. If you feel dizzy or lightheaded, you can stop. Otherwise, we'll go for a couple of rounds. Breathing in. Ha! Ha! Let that ha come from your belly, deep in your belly. Ha! 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 As if that wooden block is splitting in half. One last round and then you can relax. Keeping your legs apart. Just stay where you are, observing whatever is happening in the body and the mind. Notice the sensations from the faster blood circulation, energy flow. Your heartbeat might have increased. Simply observe, nothing to do, and the body will start settling down. The mind will start settling down. Let the body come back to that state of samasthiti, where you feel neutral again in all parts of the body. Your breathing is relaxed. The mind has also settled down. When you feel relaxed, you can bring your feet slightly closer together. Take your time. No hurry. We will do a simple standing back bend. So when we arch back, there might be a little compression also, but eventually we are working on freeing up the spine. So for this, keep your feet slightly apart, rolling the shoulders up, back and down. Place your palms on the lower back, fingers pointing downward. We'll focus on staying active on the front part of the body. Because when we go into a back bend, what happens many times, we allow the body to be passive and we start feeling very heavy on the palms, heavy in the back, and you feel that urge to come up. Today we'll go mindfully, staying active on all the muscles on the front. So point your chin up first. By focusing on the chin, the front of the neck, we remain active. We don't allow the head to fall back, which is when we strain the neck muscles. Stay active as if you're pointing up towards the ceiling. Now open the chest as if the rib cage is opening to point upward. Gently leaning to open the chest, the rib cage. And then slowly allow the hips to come forward. If it's too intense, you can always straighten up a bit. Remember, you don't have to suffer through anything, but see how much you can challenge the body. Stay aware of the whole body, the feet, the whole of the body on the front, all of the body on the back, and how active are you in your arms. If you're putting all the pressure on the wrists and palms, see if you can stay active in the arms as if you're about to move your hands away. Just a little bit. You're still taking a little support. Can you breathe easy here? Can you be okay with that discomfort of this pose for a little while? Unless there is a pinching or something doesn't feel right. Stay here for 3. Knowing that you're working to strengthen the back, release any blockages on the back. And 1. Slowly straightening up, hips straightening, chest relaxing, head relaxing. Release your arms. Observe how you're feeling in the back. If there are strong sensations, let them dissolve. Now placing your palms on the front of your thighs, we do the reverse. This time we'll try to keep the back of the body also active as we go into our forward fold. In the reverse movement, first bring your chin towards the chest, rolling from the neck. Then lean forward with the shoulders, stretching the upper back. Slowly slide your arms down the legs. Try to keep your knees straight. Today we'll allow all the muscles to get a nice stretch. So let your hands hang loose with your knees straight, with the legs straight. If your hands are reaching the mat, just hold the opposite elbow and you can just hang down, like you can look if you want, just using your palm to hold the opposite elbow. Cradle your neck in between and stay there. Now try to bring some activeness on all the muscles in the back. To become active, you just need to take your attention to those muscles, your calf muscles. Are they light and active? The hamstrings, the muscles behind the thighs, are they light and active?
Make sure you've not locked the knees in. You've not pushed it back too much. You should not feel a stretch behind the knee joint. That can be harmful for the knee. There is a micro bend, but you're not bending the knee. Active in the glutes, the muscles on your buttocks. Become aware of your lower back, your middle back, the upper back. Allowing all these muscles to stretch and open up. Check if you're active on the front of the body as well. Relaxed breathing. 3, 2, 1. Now we have stayed here for a long time, so we'll come back safe. Open your arms out from the sides as you breathe in and gently come up along with the arms, raising the arms all the way up. And then bring your arms down by the sides. In the forward fold, there is a lot of blood supply to the head. When we come back, you might feel that sudden blood flow, that head rush. That happens more if you come up suddenly. But when we come back slow and gentle, that feels lesser. Take your time to come back to that samasthiti. And today we'll hold a simple balancing posture, the tree pose, for a little longer. Again, remaining aware of all parts, staying active in all parts. So you can start and see where you're comfortable so that you can hold for a while. The simplest is where one toe is still touching the floor. This is still putting a lot of work on the other leg. You can go with the foot against the calf or up against the thigh. Just make sure your heel is not pressing into the knee joint. Anywhere above or below is fine. And let's say you want to just stay here. This is fine. Once your leg position is in place, if you need to, if you're feeling shaky, fix your gaze. Find some mark, some spot, and look at it blankly as if you're seeing it for the first time, not analyzing. And your hand position can be in a namaste, a raised namaste, or even open arms, wherever you find it helps you balance. Adjust your posture. If any of these feel challenging, just lifting your leg up and balancing here. This is a balancing pose, or just holding your hands on the waist and lifting it up. Everything is strengthening, will help us become more active. See if you can keep that one toe. That might help you. And then slowly you can release the weight on that toe. 4. Can you be okay with that little discomfort in the standing leg? Can you be active in the other leg? The torso, the arms. Mentally tell yourself you are calm and stable enough to hold for a little while. Anytime you need to come out, that's perfectly okay. And 1. Gently releasing the pose. Balancing posture. Allow the mind to settle down. It's also strengthening. It tones different muscles in the body if we remain active in all. So let any discomfort dissolve And then you can move to the other leg. Finding a position for the leg where you can hold. And we are trying to hold for long, but today, if it's a few seconds for you, that's perfectly okay. See if you need to fix your gaze. If you come out of the pose and go back, that is also fine. Stay active as if even your back is helping, even that bent leg is helping you in the pose. 4, 3, 2, 1. Take your time to come back to your Samasthiti. And then you can come to a seated position. Let's relax in a simple cross-leg position, observing the body. We will get into a twist here, releasing any tightness that might still be there in the spine. So you breathe in, open your arms shoulder level, and breathing out, twist to the left, your right palm on the left knee or the thigh, the other hand behind you, looking over the shoulder, trying to bring your chin over the shoulder, and then you can close your eyes. We'll stay here for a bit. Are you aware of the whole body? Are you active in the torso, active in the arms, which means the way your palms are placed on the knee, on the floor behind, is light. Feel the activeness in the back muscles. Allow your breathing to take you a little deeper into the twist. Breathing in, allowing that left shoulder to open up a little more. Breathing out, gently sucking the belly in, bringing a little more of a twist in the middle and lower back as well, though there is more happening in the upper back. 4. Observing the effects of the breath, the effect of the twist on the body and mind. 3, 2, 1. As you breathe in next, you can start opening your arms and twisting. Breathing out, going to the other side. Look back over your shoulder. Your chin is neither raised too high nor is it tucked in too much. Close your eyes. Become active in the legs, the buttocks, all of the back muscles, your arms. Lighten your contact with the floor, with the legs. Feeling an expansion in all the muscles
As you breathe in, releasing any tightness as you breathe out. 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly coming out of the twist. Relax. Take a few moments. We will finish our pranayama and then lie down for Shavasana. So if possible, we'll sit in a Vajrasana or Virasana for our pranayama today. So if you need support, let me just show you. You can even get a folded sheet or even a cushion and place it in between and sit on that. You can keep your knees slightly apart and sit on that. That might help you if you want to keep a cushion or a folded bed sheet or something. Because Vajrasana, Virasana make it perfect for the spinal alignment for pranayama. Yeah, go ahead and grab anything if you want. What you can do is kneel down and place it so that your buttocks can come on that. And sit down. It can be as thick or heavy as you need so that you can sit comfortably for a while. Yeah, push it in. See if that works for you. Suppose even with this, if there is discomfort, Sukhasana is fine. You can put it under your buttocks and sit in Sukhasana. So if you're okay with that, yes. Sitting comfortably and then close your eyes. And at any point, if it's uncomfortable, you can always switch to Sukhasana. You can use that same cushion or padding to sit on in Sukhasana also. That also helps keep the back straight a bit. Now keeping the whole body relaxed, comfortable. Today we will practice Viloma Pranayama, which you can visualize as step breathing, wherein you bring pauses between your breaths. So when you're breathing in, you breathe in, pause. Continue breathing in, pause. It's like as if you're filling your lungs like you're filling a balloon. You can't fill a balloon with one breath, right? So that way you breathe in, pause. You don't allow the breath to flow out. Breathe in, breathe in, breathe in. See how many steps you can take to breathe in like that. And then breathe out in a continuous exhalation. Then we'll reverse it so that while breathing out, we do the same thing. We breathe in smooth and full, and while breathing out, breathe out, pause. Breathe out, pause. Breathe out. See how many pauses you can introduce. So settle down with your breathing first. Observe the movement of the belly, the chest. They are a reflection of whether the lungs are getting filled easily, completely. When you breathe in, can you feel that you're breathing all the way to the belly button? And then allow the chest also to open up, expand. Breathing out, relax the chest, relax the belly. And now when you breathe in next, we will start bringing those pauses. So you breathe in, pause. Breathe in, pause. Breathe in. See how many pauses before your lungs are full. And then breathe out in a continuous flow.
Again, while breathing in, bringing those pauses. Remain aware of the body in the background. Keep it relaxed. This practice helps improve the lung capacity. The mind is usually in a hurry to finish things, so the breathing tends to be fast. It also trains the mind in taking things slower and slower in terms of breathing. No urgency to breathe in and out. See how many pauses you can bring in without too much of a struggle. One last round. And let the breathing come back to its natural rhythm. See if you notice any difference in the quality of your inhalation. And now we try the same thing with the exhalation. You breathe in one complete breath, while breathing out, mentally relax, breathe out a bit, pause, breathe out a bit more, breathe out a bit, in stages as if you're breathing out until the lungs are fully empty. Viloma Pranayama only with the exhalation. Breathing in is in one smooth inhalation. Because of the pauses, we are making sure the mind is staying with the breath, which also means we're reducing the thought processes, helping the mind focus, stay with one task. Try to keep your head straight. You're not bending. You want to keep the whole spine nice and tall, from the tailbone to the base of the head. Last round. Now let go. Now we practice Viloma Pranayama with just the inhalation, just the exhalation. We will lie down now, coming out of your seated posture, taking your time to gently release the legs. We will continue the practice of Viloma but in a very subtle, gentle way, lying down, where suppose it felt like steps when you were breathing. Now you make it almost like a ramp, but with a mild step. So lie down, relax, let go of the body. If you want to, you can hug your knees, roll once on your back, and then settle down, stretching out the body. When you're ready, just let go. And then allow the whole body to surrender to gravity, to the earth. Now come back to your breathing. See how the breathing is happening right now. Today in Shavasana, letting go of the body, the mind. Keep your awareness on the breathing. Like how we practiced in Viloma Pranayama, just bringing that pause. Only we'll do it both with inhalation and exhalation and see how subtle that pause can be. It's almost like you're pausing, but you yourself are not feeling it strongly. Just a gentle, subtle pause, continue, pause, continue. It is almost like a continuous flow, but gentle pauses there in between. Same thing with your exhalation. It almost feels like a smooth flow, but you are still pausing, pausing now and then. A very powerful practice to settle the mind down. The body is relaxed and easy. Your breathing smooth. Now let go of the pauses and only mentally count as you're breathing in and out. See how many seconds. Doesn't matter how many seconds, but just stay with the counting. Now slowly let go of the counting as well. And simply stay with the breathing. Observe the effects on the body and mind. Just like we did in the beginning, you can just tell yourself, as I inhale, I allow the body and mind to relax. As I exhale, I allow the body and mind to relax. When the body and mind relax is when we automatically start feeling that stillness, that silence in the background. That silence, that stillness is what makes us feel rested, relaxed. Unless we are able to touch that silence, many times you would have noticed you try to relax, close your eyes, you even sleep and get up, but you feel that I do not feel rested, I do not feel fresh. So just touching that space of stillness, silence, brings a healing, brings a state of ease, calm. So now let go of everything and try to stay only with that stillness within you, around you. And today, I will let you be in this stillness until you feel ready to move the body and come back. And when you come up, see if you can still remain aware of that silence, that stillness within and around you, even as you get back to the outer world. So you can take your time. I will just leave you in your stillness and silence.